Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dr. P, and thanks so much for taking time to stop back by the channel today for another Fortnite Battle Royale video. We just had something absolutely crazy happen in-game, and I want to make sure you guys know about it because honestly, I don't even know how many people are covering this and talking about this right now, but I'm among the first, I know that, and I definitely want to make sure you're well informed. I've got a pretty sick theory to go along with it, and I think it's very, very compelling. It even falls in line perfectly with other theories that we've had throughout the season, so I definitely think this is a strong argument here. If you could do me a favor and drop a like down below, as well as hit that subscribe button if you're brand new for the latest Fortnite theories and information, I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you're buying some V-Bucks soon, make sure to use my code PineapplezYT in-game, the support a creator code. You can directly support my channel, and I even follow back a good number of you guys who tweet me and show proof. So this is breaking news, the topic of the afternoon at this point. It looks like there are meteors that are now falling from the sky near the cube in Fortnite. I'm going to play this clip that's on Reddit for you right now. Just go ahead and take a listen, and I'll catch up with you after. So there you go, I wasn't kidding, this has been going viral on Reddit this morning, and it is absolutely crazy. So if you take a look at it again, you can see he's just in a build battle, literally just fighting, playing normally, and then all of a sudden he hears this really loud and obnoxious sound, and he just so happens to turn around and take a look at what's going on, and when he turns around, he can see there is literally something that appears to be a meteor, something along those lines at least, falling to the ground, and it's very bright, it's very loud, and then you can see it just kind of disappears at the end. It just goes from literally being able to see it to disappearing behind the clouds or the trees or just going somewhere within literally seconds. So obviously this is gonna mean something pretty important, just a random meteor falling from the sky right around the time Fortnitemares is active. I wonder if something's going on with the storyline or something like that, but even, let's take a step back, and I just want to say this. This is not the first time we've seen meteors in Fortnite. Back in Season 3, if you'll remember, the main focus going up into Season 4 was the meteor that was in the sky at the time, and there were even tiny meteorite showers happening around the map. So just at first thought, I wonder if Season 3 and Season 6 might have some kind of a link, and personally speaking, I have a pretty big theory that I've said before, but I want to double down on it now because everything is kind of making sense, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but I'm saying it looks more and more like this theory that we've been talking about for a while could actually be true. So if you think about it, Seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6 are linked. Literally, they are linked based on what happened in the storyline. So just to give you a brief recap, in Season 3, the meteor was in the sky, and then for Season 4 to start it, the meteor hit the ground and created the Dusty Divot. Inside the divot and inside the meteor, the visitor skin was in there. He broke out, went and launched the rocket. The rocket created the rift in the sky, and the rift in the sky created the cube. And now we all know what happened with the cube. It's been a big part of the storyline. So yeah, basically everything that's gone on from Season 3 onward in relation to the storyline, it's all intertwined, it's all connected. And that's why I personally think the new meteor showers that are being reported in Fortnite, I think there's an Easter egg behind that. I think it's trying to reference something from Season 3, and I think I figured it out. So a couple days ago, I made a video where I talked about the growing theory about the visitor, being in charge of everything, considering, the meteor from Season 3, that meteor that crashed into the sky, it was literally the visitor crashing into the earth because he was inside of that. I've been talking about the rocket coming back and the visitor returning for at least a month now. That's not news to me. But what really made me go, wow, okay, this theory might actually be a lot more realistic than I thought, is when I saw those meteors dropping from the sky today and I saw the viral post about the meteor. I don't know how often it's happening in the game, but it's happened at least one time, and that's enough. So at this point, not only have we talked about the visitor and the possibility of the rocket returning for a while, but they're even, I think, hinting at this with meteors returning back into Fortnite. I do believe that's a direct reference back to Season 3, when the visitor was on his way to the Fortnite map. But that's not all, guys. There's actually some pretty crazy stuff going on at the Cube right now, and I just want to let you guys hear this, okay? I had a fan tweet this to me and say there are very strange noises going on at the cube. Just go ahead and take a listen, and I'll be back with you soon. So as you just heard, definitely there are strange noises being emitted by the cube, by the island at this point, and what's very eerie about this whole thing is, to me, and to a lot of people, because the person who tweeted me this actually said the same thing, it sounds a lot like the rocket launch from Season 4, and of course, who ended up launching that rocket? It was the Visitor. It just keeps coming back to this guy. Everything just keeps coming back to the Visitor, and I think he's gonna have a role in the storyline. We'll see him again, I think. I know we haven't seen the last of him. At least, that's what I would bank on. I think it just all adds up. You know, first of all, we've been talking about the theory for a month or two. Second of all, we have meteors coming back referencing the first time the Visitor was on his way. And if this theory holds up, he would be on the way again. And then we got the cube sounds. It really just started happening today. That sound, it sounds almost exactly like the rocket when it was taking off, when it was going and creating the rift in the sky. Like I said before, man, literally everything comes back to the Visitor. It seems to be revolving around him heavily. If you would have told me like 3 months ago when the Visitor first came out that we would still be talking about this guy in relation to the overall storyline, I would probably be doubting you pretty heavily. But he has definitely dug himself, or at least it seems he's dug himself deep into the story and overall lore of this game, and I'm very excited to find everything out. Even if this doesn't turn out to be true, it still makes a whole lot of sense, and this has got to be one of the best theories I put on my channel, at least in terms of personal favorites. I'd say it's my favorite, just because I like the complex story. This is a pretty unique theory for my channel, because we're not talking about only the current season story, we're talking about the current season story by reaching back 3 seasons, okay? This is pretty wild. Definitely make sure you let me know your thoughts, your feedback, your comments in the comment section down below, because I'm going to be reading and responding to as many comments as I can. You know, I love all my videos, but this one, I think this theory is pretty good, like one of my best theories, so of course I do want to get your feedback. Even if you completely disagree, I would still love to hear what you think's gonna happen, and there are no real wrong or right answers until something happens and proves otherwise. What I really love about what I've been able to do here on YouTube, and it's one of my most proud accomplishments, is I've turned my comment section into a really interesting thing to read. You know, most comment sections, you go down there and it's just, you know, a bunch of gibberish for the most part. But in my comment section, I always see people, you know, chatting and trying to discuss theories and trying to talk about Fortnite. It's awesome, and I love to see it. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like and subscribe if you watched all the way to the end, because at that point, I'm willing to bet you enjoyed the video, so go ahead and do that. Also, make sure to use my code PineapplezYT if you're ever purchasing any V-Bucks to get some of the new sick outfits, and I'll try to follow back some of you guys if you tweet me some proof. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video, and until then, peace out.